condensed cream of mushroom soup or cream of chicken or cream of celery soup in a very long time, and it's because it's really easy to make your own. If you do make it this way, it tastes exactly like store-bought except somehow better, because I'm not a fan of the store-bought stuff, but I love this stuff. I'm gonna start by chopping up my mushrooms very finely. Doesn't take much. I always just use the white button mushrooms. Then I'm gonna take a saucepan. You can also take like a pot, just a small one. This batch makes 1 can of mushroom soup. We're gonna put our butter in there, and this goes on the stove to melt the butter. While that butter's melting, I'm gonna get everything else ready. We have our chopped mushrooms. I'm gonna put it in a container where I can mix all my other stuff in. You're supposed to measure these. It looks like I chopped up a little extra, so I might add those, I might not, I'm not sure. Then we need to add garlic powder. We have some ground white pepper. You can use ground black pepper, but the white pepper makes it taste more like store-bought. It does not take much of that pepper. We're also going to add salt. You can use just regular table salt, but I always use Himalayan salt when I'm cooking. Something my mom taught me. I can't stand white salt anymore. We also have to add onion powder. Those are all our seasonings. Now we're going to go to the stove because that butter is melted. We're going to put our chopped up mushrooms and the seasonings into that melted butter, and I did end up adding the rest of our mushrooms, so it's going to be a little bit more mushroomy than the store-bought stuff. You just stir that in there and let it saute for about 5 minutes, so whatever you're using can infuse into those seasonings and butter. And you can use chicken or celery instead of mushrooms. In case you can't find this recipe in my cookbook, it is under condensed cream of soup. Just a little heads up, this part always smells so delicious. While this is cooking, I always get the rest of my stuff ready. We have some heavy whipping cream. Just measure it out, and then we're going to add water to that. And if you don't want to do this, you can just use whole milk. Once your mushrooms have sauteed for long enough, we're going to add cornstarch. You can use flour, but the texture won't be the same as it is when I make this, and it also won't be the same as the store-bought soup. Just whisk that cornstarch in there. It'll get really thick. Now we're going to gradually add our cream and water mixture, or if you're using milk, gradually add your milk. If you want to, you could also probably use evaporated milk. Don't add it all at once. You have to add it gradually so it thickens right. Once you have all of your cream and water stirred in there, let it come back to a simmer, and then it's done. And this looks very silky compared to the store-bought, but if you let it cool off, it will turn chalk just like the store-bought is. I always put mine in a glass container to let it cool off because I don't like hot stuff in plastic, and I don't own any plastic containers. Now I'm gonna let this cool off, and I'll be back to show you the texture and taste it once it's cold. This soup is cooled off now. This is the texture of it. It looks a lot like the store-bought stuff I always buy, so I'm gonna take a bite and see if it tastes the same. I'm guessing it does, but probably a little bit better. I'm not gonna take a big bite, but a little bit. Tastes exactly like store-bought, but better. I don't know what it is about store-bought. I can't really get behind it, but this stuff I actually like. The recipe is in my cookbook. It is under condensed cream of soup because you can use whatever you want. Mushrooms, celery, chicken, whatever you want. You could also use fish if you want to. My cookbook is available on my website, socialsbylavina.com, over here on my profile. It is only a digital download right now, but if you wait a little bit, it will be in paper copy soon. I will let you guys know soon when you can get that. That website is over here on my profile, or depending what platform you're on, it might be in the caption of this video. I hope you guys make this from now on instead of buying it, because this also has way less ingredients and you know what's in it. I hope you guys go try this and enjoy.